for the side of Toda. In the game, when they used the Roger, they were able to snowball so hard because it was a Roger. This time, Hayabusa, not as strong early on, right? You don't do that much damage in the early stages. Sure, you are able to isolate.
Game, Todak of Malaysia going up against NAVI, whose draft right now, in hindsight, is just ridiculous. I'm not comfortable with this level of farm needed. Yum's already burning his flicker early on. Again, just Beatrix broken.
Yeah, I agree completely with this, Lafel. I want to say this, that Beatrix in the mid lane will make Moon basically unable to do anything, all right? The wave clear and also this, Chiku.
Yeah, right now we got to look at Chiku is taking a lot of damage, forced to use the retribution over there, but I think it's fine because Toda, they just need to get that kind of momentum, and Nagi right now doing a lot of damage.
He's spacing folks out, and this is opening up to a free Little Wanderer.
Yeah, exactly what I said. This Beatrix just does so much in the lane. If you clear the wave faster, you're going to be able to invade the jungle. Defender also playing it very aggressively, taking the camps away from the side of Todak.
There's a double cut. You take small camp, and as long as, even if it goes to the opponent, you're denying it from Chiku, guys. So it's a win-win. Double cut there by Navi, but they're still not up on farm. I guess they'll have to slow roll into a quick kill. They have to convert into something, or else Todax is going to keep finding a way to keep this up. Actually, yeah, it's going to be a 50-100 swing, left and right.
Yeah, right now looking at from the side of Toda, if they are able to get some kind of lead, just like in game number 3, then they can snowball out of control. Because again, from the side of Natas Viscera, they need to scale up. But it looks like they're actually being the one on the offensive. They're doing what Toda did to them on the goal lane as well for this game.
Oh, good thing though.
Nagib firing away at Formaze. He gets pulled in. He's offended. That's going to be first blood drawn by Moon. Well placed, but there's a collapse coming in from Navi here. They get the stun onto Formaze. He gets the heal. He goes out. That's going to be the shadow kill. Used in. Chico guys still holding onto it. Shadow kills on out. Doesn't use it yet. There's the jump onto Moon. He's going to fly out. Defender taking down Formaze. Chico guys, he hesitated there. Could he have used the shadow kill already? I think he should have popped it.
Way too risky. No, they were all grouped up like that. Even though he got the shurikens in, it wouldn't have killed Sunset Lover, and he didn't have the quad shadow to go back on if he did, right? It was a little bit more time there, and if he went for it, it would have been just the easier turtle. So, yeah, technically, I feel like Chiku, he did the right thing there by backing away.
Right now, we got to look at this game again. In terms of goal lead, not much to talk about from the side of Chiku, guys. Again, nothing much over here for the side of Formaze. Looks like he's going to build the Haas Claw a little bit earlier. Momo, again, going in for that Blade of Despair. From the side of Toda, they have not ganked either lane, whether gold or EXP. So this is a much slower game compared to the previous one. However, I feel like they're also waiting on certain power spikes before they truly engaged to any kind of commitments in terms of kills.
But just like in game 1 and 2, this seems like a very gun-shy Todak.
Yeah,
From the speed they went at game number 3, now they're like back to just, okay, let's take it slow.
It's not about the gun shy, I feel like. Right now, they don't have the resources available to execute any sort of proactive movements on the map. Again, Navi, they have this composition that is already really good. And like I said, the Hayabusa won't be able to scale, to snowball as hard as the Roger. And like right now, it's looking like that. Esmeralda is able to win the lane against that top side. Beatrix winning the lane in the mid lane. So even though they have 3 marksmen, they have the pressure all over the map. And Navi will have it.
Samo jumps in, gets that stun onto Formaze. He's offended, but it's too late. Sunset Lover blasts him. Numeron blast, stunning, and Chico guys gets blown up. Face checking the reverse way around. 2 free kills for Navi.
Yeah, exactly. That's the reason I said that Hayabusa can't really go for these ultimates. He needs to isolate these targets. Even though you get those 4 stacks, the shuriken stacks, before you ult, it's only going to hit it 4 times. You're not going to be able to burst someone this early on with just 4 slices, all right? You need to find these targets and isolate them, like the gold laner, like the SP laner. You can't go for those fights early on.
Now the question is, what is Toda waiting on, right? For the side of Momo, perhaps they are waiting for this Popo and Koopa to get a Blade of Despair before going very heavy in terms of engage. And I feel like Chiku is also waiting for someone to get isolated. But so far, Navi, they really like each other. They don't want to go anywhere ahead.
Yeah, look at this. The stun setup. Numeron blast takes down Moon. Yums gets thrown out by Sunset Lover, opening up this free turtle. Yes, we keep talking about Todak needing that power spike, but slowly, as Mirko said, Chico guys, it's not ready just yet. You said a lot of things, man, but Isn't it ironic? Isn't it a little bit of a paradox that they have this three marksman lineup and Todak can't take advantage of that?
Yeah. Lafel, it's time for the replay first. Let's see.
Yeah, looking at this replay, we can definitely see the differences in both the teams, where from the side of Navi, they're moving in together. They're sieging like crazy again. What Toda did in the first game, they're doing it right now. It looks like they are going up for that EXP trade, but can they really capitalize on this? Because Moon is getting hammed.
That's it. Too much. Too much. 3v1. Now they catch Chico, guys. A lot of stacks put onto him. Lil does not pop the torn apart memory just yet. Look at the backline. Sawa stuns Yumes. That's the Brody taken down. Tier 1 in mid. Formay's not ready for the engage. Sawa is just too deep in. Could get punished hard here. Quad Shadow in and out. Gonna take the Rock Ursa.
To answer your question there, Leo, again, they have 3 marksmen, and I saw it all in the comments as well. Hayabusa over 3 marksmen. Yes, the marksmen are weak against assassins, but again, these are not random marksmen. It's not like you're placing the 1-1. You're placing these lane-dominant marksmen like the Beatrix, all right? Sure, all right, the Brody is playing safe, but he is really good at playing safe. And Popo and Koopa, honestly, yes, he is going to win lane, but he has no way of locking this man down as long as he plays that range. The thing is for Navi, wait a minute.
They catch one. That's going to be a free take onto Sawa. That's going to be a jump. Defender cornering Moon, and that's going to be the stun. Double kill for Momo. They went into the back line so deep that Nagib could not answer back. This is what we were looking for. Just a catch like that, flanking Navi.
And this is why I question, what is Toda waiting for? Are they waiting for the Blade of Despair? And as we saw, the moment that Momo took that Blade of Despair, they went ham. Momo initiated the fight. He got 2 kills. He got 2 assists. The defender is alone down here, but no turrets, so Toda can't even siege if they wanted to.
Yeah, just as I said, if you isolate the targets, it's going to be very easy to take them down. They are all marksmen, but the thing is, they are grouping up a lot in these fights. Finally, Navi start to crack, but look at this, Defender 1v5.
Could this be a bait play? Here comes the rest of Navi. Moon already pops the feathered airstrike, and there's just no engage. Sawa was misplaced. There was no engage. He has his flicker, but I guess Todak just moved on much, much faster.
But honestly, if we take a look at the items here, Navi are doing good. Honestly, right? Like, sure, Todak are getting back in the game, but the pressure is all on them to get the game ended fast. If Navi keeps on scaling like this, they had a gold lead, and that is not good. Navi in this game, they don't even want to look for a gold lead. All they want to look for is to go even. Going even is already a bonus. If they go behind 2,000 gold, that's still good for them. All they need to do is keep it at bay, and right now, only 1 turret taken down by Todak.
Yeah, from the side of Toda, they do have some scaling in the form of the Farsa as well as the Popo and Koopa. But again, like we know that Marksman is the ultimate late game, end game kind of hero, and having 3 of them, that's quite a lot. Chico, guys, right now, he has to make sure that he stays safe. That's 3 members there.
He's all right. He knows that he has that last shadow all the way back. Might actually be a long con here for Todak because they're baiting out Sawa, spots out Yumes, and that's going to be Moon, placing himself very, very strategically. Lil puts a few beads on to Chico, guys, pops a torn apart memory, but that's not going to stop Chico, guys. He's fine. He's just going to find farm elsewhere. Great learning from Natus Vincere, actually. They learned that they can't be flanked like that anymore, using vision.
Absolutely, and this is the thing, right? The Beatrix in the lane just does so much, even though they are marksmen. You will be able to get the lead over here, but look at that, an engage.
Oh, Entropy placing Sunset Lover a little too far, but they've placed themselves in the right spots. Sawa catching a few hits of that feathered airstrike, looking low, still has a shield. Pops! The Numinal Blast, and in the face, Momo catches all of the lead from Nagib. They trade up for 1, but it's 2 for 1, now 2 for 2. Formaze comes in at the right time. Lil catches him with a stun, could not get him with the first skill. They disengage.
That was unfortunate. Momo really wanted that kill, but when the Lolita is in the bush, you can't have any kind of vision on the Numinum Blast. And right now, we're going to look at the replay where from the side of Toda, Chico actually engaged earlier on trying to get that marksman. But again, this is what we saw when this is why it's so dangerous going up against the Beatrix, because she's good at hiding. And when you're stuck in the corner, you can't really run away from the Beatrix passion. And once she has the Blade of Despair as well as the Demon Sword, you're going to get melted.
Wow, all of a sudden there's a Lord fight right here. Numinum Blast already used up. Chico, guys, pop by Sunset Lover, and he's running, taken down by Momo. 2 is more than 1, but who's going to take the Lord? It's going over to Todak in this skirmish. It was just too much to expect. that the lack of bodies are going to take you. And Navi seems to have overcommitted. They lost so much in that fight.
The discipline is not there anymore for Navi. You can see it again. The reason they were able to take the first 2 games was just chilling, right? They are staying calm and collected, but in this game, they're playing too much to the hands of Todak. Todak wants to fight, they want to fight. No, Navi, you need to understand this is not your winning condition. You need to stop and wait to scale for those item power spikes. They lost every single fight they've been in after that 6-minute mark when Hayabusa started to get those items running. And this is where Navi, you had a 2,000 gold. It doesn't mean you can take these mid-game fights. You're still late-game heroes that needs those 3 items to be viable.
Calm down. We need to make like Navi. Calm down. I think they're approaching this from a very, very emotional place because Nagib, he's out positioning himself. Yeah, you can try to hit the Bennett's Rage on the 2 Feathered Airstrike Moon after Sawo stuns him, but look at this. This is not a good go. Formace gets 1. It's going to be on Sawo, and he gets bitten down already by Momo, and they're still going. They're still going. Lord already taken down though. Bottom lane, there's a lot of damage. In mid, they are going to take down a few waves. And look how deep Chico Guys is. That's going to be a punish.
Oh, a huge punish at that, man. Without Chico Guys, the whole team are forced to back away. Remember, the only one who are able to touch that back line is the Farsa and the Hayabusa.
Yeah, there's no 2 ways about it. That was a complete misplay coming out from Chico Guys. He did not calculate how much time he had with the Quad Shadow not being able to run back. But right now from the side of Toda, they took 1 advantage and then really pushed that advantage in. But again, from the side of Natas Vincera, they have a lot of marksmen up here. In terms of damage, let's look at the itemization coming in from them. From the side of Nagib, he already has the Blade of Despair. He's playing a little bit safe, placing the Wind of Nature in early priority, going up to make sure that he does not die easily to this Hayabusa.
Yep, and Sawo needs to build that dominance. Ice Defender gets caught out by a Death Bush. That's 4 members of Todak easily getting rid of him. But right now, look at this. They're jumping in. Formace caught out. Oh, they're trying to take down Moon, but it's too little too late. The damage was misplaced. It's 3 for none. Lil running for his life as Sunset Lover was farming this whole time. The end is nigh.
Right now, I do gotta take a word from you, Leo. I'm so glad that Popo and Koopa are a marksman again. 7, 1, and 5. He's skilled up. And Team Toda, although I do like when they play a little bit too aggressively, but for this game, they understand their power spike. It's like, okay, we need a Blade of Despair on our Popo and Koopa. And once we have that, we should have enough damage. Just now we saw Beatrix trying to burst out Moon on his far side as quickly as possible. But Moon did not panic. It's like, I see where you are. I'm gonna put all of my Feather Airstrike onto you. And you remember, I'm a mage. You're a marksman. I will kill you first.
Absolutely. Again, Navi not playing to their strengths. They keep on going for these brawls again and again. Even though there are no objectives on the board, they need to calm down. Again, stop. Just chill for a little bit because in their composition, they still have the late game. Firstly, they have the Esmeralda, Beatrix, Nathan, obviously, and the Brody. All they need to do right now is play it front to back. I feel like Defender, he's going very, very aggressive without the items that he needs to just tank those damage just right now, right? Again, what Todak wants to do is isolate the members. What Navi need to do is just completely play front to back. Defender doesn't even need to go to that back line anymore. All you need to do is focus and defend for Navi. Then, after Todak uses those abilities, remember Todak is also a very ability-dependent team composition right now, then Navi can get the lead, similarly to game number 1.
Yep, but that's easier said than done. Navi is so down on the vision game. Look at this, Sawo doesn't even know what he was walking into, and he's gonna pop just like that. So hard. Navi might have to play out of their base again. Same strategy as they have as they go through the lower bracket. Might have to be the possum strategy. They need to pretend like they're losing because they're going to lose this Lord right here. This is as free as it gets for Todak.
Man, honestly, again, sure, they are losing on vision. They don't have the pressure, but because of that, you really can't open up the map that way. The Lord wasn't up, the purple buff wasn't up. There was no reason to go open up that way, you know? They could have waited for a better moment, maybe when everyone was already missing on the map. They can look for the pushes and then try to go for the Lord, try to open up them. But at least, you know, when you try to go for something, you need to know that there's an objective on board. Right there was no objective ready for Navi. Even if Sawa was able to open up the bush, what could have he done? Nothing.
Yeah, but right now we have to remember, Navi, this is something that they have practiced a lot. Stay in the base, make sure we clear all the minions, make sure we do get some kind of win in terms of team fight. And right now, Engage coming in from Toda.
Nope, not going to have any of this. Top lane inhibitor goes down. Lord getting chunked down by this marksman heavy squad. Sawa taking a few hits. Oh, that's Lil putting a few beads on for the torn apart memory. A successful defense keeping their bot lane inhibitor. Oh, look at this. Sawo catches Moon. They blast the Farsa as she fires back with the feathered airstrike, but they're gonna have to trade. Sawo goes down. Look at this. Chico guys in the backline. Momo gets a kill. Defender falls as well. It's just Najib left. It's Sova. He gets wiped out. Game number 4 gonna go over to the Malaysia squad. Todak goes 2-2.
We have a 5th game in our hands. Todak, my god, that was a good engage by the side of Na'Vi, the final engage, but Todak, that's the way they want to play.
This is a momentum shift from the side of Team Todak. This is the equalizer. Whoever loses